Hello and welcome to Market Common. We are at the inline hockey facility, which is behind the several baseball fields over there, which we cannot park at. Notice the no parking sign right in front of me. Because of the COVID restrictions, the parks are closed, but as you can see over there, that family roller skating, that does not stop individuals from enjoying the space. The reason I'm over here is because a lot of people don't know that this even exists. Check this out. This is an inline hockey rink. Hey, a little dugout as well, right here. All season, you can play some hockey on your roller skates, of course. Notice down at the end, at the corner, there's a large fan. That's interesting. Keep the players cool. And it does appear to be a hard rubber surface. Look down here, as you can see, like a grid. Another fan down there at the end. And this facility is operational in the evening. You can see the lights up here. And behind that away sign up there. Let's take a walk over to the baseball fields and get a quick look at those. They are closed, but I just wanted to discuss a few interesting restrictions that I overheard recently. There are a series of large baseball facilities over here. Several diamonds just waiting for players to get their cleats on, play some baseball. Right now that's not happening because of the COVID restrictions. You can see this is AstroTurf. Very easy to mow. So I wanted to talk a little bit about the restrictions that are going to affect the sports tourism this summer, because Myrtle Beach has a very, very broad sports tourism industry. These fields are one example. Another example are the baseball fields at the Ripken Experience, which is another series of baseball training facilities and fields. But to my point, with the sanitation that's going to be implemented, it makes playing the game of baseball a little difficult. Let me explain. So I've been told that as the baseball and softball tournaments start hitting the Myrtle Beach area and these fields start filling up, some of the restrictions you may see are rules like every player must have their own bat. Now that one alone kind of irks me, because if you've ever played ball, typically there's a few bats that everyone really prefers. There's always that one or two players that have the really good one and everyone wants to use it. So that's not going to be the case come baseball season. Other restrictions are that the spectators will not be allowed to sit in the bleachers. Now you might say, that's ridiculous. Where do you sit? Well, the discussion I heard was they're going to line up along the first baseline and the third baseline. So it would be along this fence line. I assume single file, 6 feet apart. I don't know. It sounds a little ridiculous in my opinion. But in the future, there might be an audience lined up right here, watching the game. Now you might say to yourself, okay, if that's where the audience is, what's going on with the players? Well, they're not supposed to be hunkering down in the dugout. They are the ones that is going to be filling the bleachers. So here's the scenario that's supposedly going to play out. Players that are not on the field will be in the bleachers, 6 feet apart, and the spectators will be lined up along the first base line and the third base line, up against the fence, with adequate distancing. So, let's review. You can't share bats. You got to sit in the bleachers. Now, how else is this going to impact the players? Well, the other rule that I was told that was going to be implemented is sanitizing the ball. Between innings is what I was told. Now, if that actually occurs, that would surprise me, but that sounds a little ridiculous. You tell me what you think. Comment down below. All right, enough of that. Let's take a walk around the other side of this field and show you a little bit more of the facility. Well, the plan was to take a lap around this facility and show you some of the fields and some of the accommodations they have for the spectators and the players. But not only are no pets allowed, no coolers allowed, apparently I'm not allowed either. It is locked up. This park is closed, assuming due to the COVID issues at the moment. Oh, look at that. They got double gates, 2 fences up. They really don't want me in here. Well, shucks. We'll have to make a visit in the near future when these fields are actually operational and players are having a good time and spectators are also having a good time. You have to admit, that is a good looking field. I'm not a big fan of AstroTurf, but it is a good looking field. Thank you for joining me on this quick little glimpse into the sports facilities at the Market Common. As mentioned earlier, we will return when these fields are operational and show you guys what actually goes down around here. It's a very exciting area of town. It's a pocket that a lot of people don't realize is here unless you're part of the sports tourism or the local sports community. Thank you for watching, and until next time, everybody, Take it easy.